Alright, I'm staying out here in the dark. What is up, people of the world? It's me, Out Swimmer, aka AP3 Jumped In. Welcome to the VLogz 86. I don't really know what to call this vlog yet. While at the time of recording this, look, there's the bus. It's off in the distance. I'm not in the wrong spot. I'm waiting for it to come to this stop. Let me talk about my Thanksgiving weekend and how it's honestly been one of the best weekends I've ever had. One of the best weekends I've had in a long time, all year, honestly. And let me explain why. So Thanksgiving Day was pretty great. I had a great Thanksgiving with my family. I stayed over at my mom's house for 2 nights, and I had lots of delicious food. I got my turkey leg as usual. All kinds of food was made. My grandmother came back too, and one thing she made in particular that I got to have again was her signature rice and beans. And I have not had a rice and beans in a very long time. So, because the rice and beans is very delicious. So yeah, the food was great. Thursday night, I watched a lot of TV and stuff with Isabella too, because. To prepare for the Jungle movie, her and I watched The Journal. I watched it again to completely refresh my memory, and I had her watch it with me so she can be caught up with the series, and so she can get an understanding as to what's happening in the Jungle movie. I'm glad Nickelodeon did that, by the way, and I'll talk more about that in my Jungle movie review. So yeah, Bella and I watched The Journal. My little sister Isabella. After watching The Journal, we watched the Lego Movie on Nickelodeon. Rewatched the Lego Movie on Nickelodeon. I've seen every Lego Movie in theaters so far, and I plan on keeping up that streak. So yeah, I can't believe that the movie's 3 years old now. Wow. We all saw that movie for the first time in theaters when I was in senior year. Me, Isabella was 4 when the movie came out, and then my mom and stepdad, all 4 of us, we saw that in theaters. And then me, Mom, and Isabella saw the Lego Batman movie in theaters, and then I alone saw the Lego Ninjago movie in theaters. But I'm getting off topic as usual. I've been told countless times over and over again that's not very good for me. And look, I'm all of a sudden out of my apartment, but I can't seem to remember what else Bella and I watched other than The Journal and the Lego Movie, because we watched like 4 hours worth of content. I'm trying to remember the third thing we watched. We watched we watched some reruns of The Loud House. That's what we watched in between The Journal and the Lego Batman movie, I think. Yeah, that's what happened. One thing I totally forgot to bring up that I watched on Thanksgiving was the quintessential Thanksgiving Day parade. I don't know why I forgot to bring that up in the beginning, but absolutely love watching the Thanksgiving parade every year. It's one of my favorite things to do on Thanksgiving. 3 hours long as usual. It's the 91st Thanksgiving. It's the 91st Thanksgiving Day parade by Macy's, of course, and this marks the 2nd year in a row that they've teamed up with Verizon, so you can go on YouTube and have a 360 experience of the parade. So yeah, I did that for a little bit, although it was kind of buffering. So it was kind of pointless. I didn't really wind up doing that for that long. I did a lot more last year, and the parade was awesome. And like I said, it started off with the SpongeBob Broadway musical. I finally got to see a taste of that, and it was just really awesome seeing the SpongeBob gang humanized like that. The costumes were very great, honestly. And Tom Kenny actually reprised his role as the French narrator, which is pretty damn awesome. It's cool that even in the musical, one of the original cast members is still a part of the whole thing. So that's pretty cool. Random fun fact earlier, I actually got to see one Broadway musical. When I went to New York in 2012, I saw Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, and it was a pretty awesome experience, honestly. Definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And then after the parade comes the National Dog Show. Now, I don't watch that as religiously as I do the Thanksgiving Day parade, because I always make sure not to miss anything of the parade at all. And yeah, I used to watch the dog show a lot more in like middle school with my grandmother, my dad's mom, and this year I only watched a little bit of it. And then I went to my mom's house, had Thanksgiving, and then watched all the stuff that Belle and I watched on Thanksgiving night. Now let me actually go into my house and talk about Friday and Saturday. Okie dokie. So, Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Well, let's see, what did I do on Friday? Well, Friday was a very exciting day for entertainment, let me tell you. A lot of movies came out on Friday. Justice League, Coco, didn't see either one of those. At least not yet, at least. And, excuse me. And Friday we had Thanksgiving leftovers, and which were just as good at the next day as they were normally. So that's the thing with leftovers. Leftovers a lot of times taste better the next day. Like certain food items in particular, like pasta-based or bread-based foods don't always taste better the next day. Like this baked mac and cheese that I had for Thanksgiving, like oh my god. And see, Friday night. Isabel and I, we had another little play day for watching a bunch of stuff that premiered last night. First, we watched the Teen Titans Go 200th episode, which was honestly pretty enjoyable. I'll get more to that for my review. I'll get more into everything for my individual reviews for all these things. First, we watched that, and then that started at 6 o'clock, and then right after that, we watched brand new episodes of The Loud House at 6:30. And then, after that, we watched Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie. And it was just absolutely amazing. And being able to re-experience that series while watching it with my little sister and having her experience the series for the first time, it's a pretty damn awesome experience, to be honest. I know I'm repeating the same word, but it's the truth. Sometimes you have to repeat words in order to convey what you have to say. And also rhyme to be like Dr. Seuss. So yeah, I was out of this house for 2 days, and apparently when I came back, the power got cut off and cut back on. The circuits must have braked or something, because my clocks became reset. My oven clock and my alarm clock. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with that, but and apparently I never closed my blinds when I came here. Ooh, that's not good. But it's not a big deal. I never never thought I'd be filming in front of the fucking hot water heater closet, but the lighting is not very good in here for some reason. Yeah, I left the blinds completely the fuck open. Oopsie days. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to say on Friday other than the past 2 nights I was able to watch all that stuff with Isabella for like hours on end. It was awesome, and I've been wanting to spend more time with her, and I miss her, and I miss everybody, and so to be able to do all that and was great. I'm very thankful for that. I'll get to that I'll get to that around the end of the video. And the next day, Saturday, I go first. I come back here to bring my clothes and stuff back here, and then I go right over to Tower's house. Now, I haven't seen this man in over a year, and it has been almost exactly 1 year since we last did a video together. Since I last uploaded that video, like is the T1.6 update, which unfortunately his channel has kind of died since then. I'm kind of carrying on I'm trying to carry it on for him, like slowly but surely, like with the random video UWA crossover that just happened, because I feel bad that he can't upload videos anymore, but I told him I'm sorry that you can't upload videos anymore. He was like, it's alright, man, because he works a lot now. He works insane fucking shifts that no human being should ever possibly be considering doing. So yeah. Yeah. Another thing, Tower brought his is husky slash wolf. He brought his dog over that's part husky, part wolf, and he's the biggest dog I've ever seen in person, honestly. And he's still a puppy. He's only 1 year old. His name is Oreo, and I'm just gonna tell you up front. That creature has some of the most beautiful fucking eyes I have ever seen in my entire life. I mean, his eyes are like staring into the sun or into nebulae or something. They just that's the thing about a wolf's eyes, or in this case, a part wolf's eyes. And huskies and wolves are just beautiful creatures as it is. So getting to look into one of their eyes for the first time, I was honestly just. That was magical all in and of itself, and I took a real liking to Oreo, and he did to me too. So yeah, he's a very chillax dog. No, I guess pun intended, I guess. But so he's a very chill dog. He's a good dog. He's not rambunctious like most puppies would be, especially at his size. But like I said, he was very Why am I having such a hard time trying to talk? But I guess I'm just a little exhausted. But he was just very kind of fun to be around, and like I said, he just kind of goes with the flow, basically, unlike most puppies. So. Again, especially of his size. But I had a fun time with Towers too. And we even got to film the very last scene for the AP3 Jumped interactive adventure. That is not dead, by the way. I've just put that off I've just put that off all freaking year, because for Mission 3, I haven't been able to film Mission 3 because I would need a tripod for Mission 3. Not anymore, because let's get on with randomness, shall we? The very first, this random object for today is Tyler's old tripod. He's letting me keep watching the tripod, because after all these years, this baby's finally mine. So yeah, he's letting me keep watching the tripod, which is awesome. Now I'll be able to get to film lots of more things, a hell of a lot easier. Because what I can do, he was going to lend me his camera too, his blue camera too, but he forgot the camera. But that's okay. The camera was just a little extra for me. What I'm grateful for the most is just the tripod. I mean, I already have this as a camera. What I usually did back then with my phones, I would lean my phone against this thing right here. I just gotta be careful to not wobble it so much so the phone doesn't slip out, and make sure the phone is at just the right angle so it's leaning up against this properly so it won't fall off the ground. With Tower's camera, he would use the hand strap and wrap it around this so it can stay secure like that. But Tower said he might mail me the camera. I don't know when I'll see Tyler again, unfortunately. I'm just glad we got to film one last time for the final scene of my interactive adventure. So that means I'm gonna have to film out of order, but that's okay. That's how actual movies are. Sometimes actual movies have to be filmed out of order just for the sake of convenience. Later on, Tower's gonna record voiceovers for Mission 5, and I even got to see him do a suicide dive and a backflip for the first time since he left. So seeing him in person was just a treat, and seeing him do those things was a treat, and us getting to film one more time was pretty fun. It's like we never stopped. It's like we never stopped filming together. And so yeah, I already gave you a random fun fact earlier, but someone's making noise downstairs or something. But what I'm thankful for my friends and family. I'm thankful for God. I'm thankful for all the things that I have. I'm thankful that I'm even able to live on this freaking planet Earth in the first place. I might be poor, but there's a lot. There's always someone who has it worse than you. That's just the saying that that is truer than any life statement. One of the things that's truer than life. But excuse me. Yeah, you should always be grateful for what you have, even if it's is if you're in the most minimalistic of situations as possible. You should still be grateful. So yeah, I think that is it. So yeah, I'm grateful for my friends, grateful for my family, grateful for the things I have, grateful for this fucking weekend because, like I said, this is one of the best weekends I've ever had. One of the best weekends I've had in a long time, and the best weekend I've had all year. I mean, it was just great. And now I'm gonna do reviews. I'm gonna upload reviews for all the 4 things I watched on Friday. Within like the next couple days. In fact, you can expect my very first Teen Titans Go episode review, the 200th episode review, shortly after this, or tomorrow. It usually depends on, but I'll have a card anyway. One program I didn't watch Friday night, however, was Trolls Holiday, because that was on at the same exact time as Hey Arnold the Jungle Movie was. So I was like, I would love to watch this, but that's going to have to be put on hold. I'm going to have to watch it on demand or something because now you're not passing nothing up for Harold the Jungle Movie. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned for reviews for the Teen Titans Go 200th episode, the first and possibly only Teen Titans Go episode review I've ever done. The reviews for the new Loud House episodes, as well as a review for Hey Arnold the Jungle Movie, plus a reaction video to Random Video Season 2. And I recorded that long before this. I recorded this like days in advance, but I just haven't actually edited the damn thing. It's got to compile clips together, that's all. So that won't come until after all those reviews. And then you can stay tuned for one more taste test video for this month that's still appropriate for fall, and that is going to be a taste test for pumpkin spice flavored Pop-Tarts. Speaking of which, I'm going to eat the rest of my pumpkin spice Krispy Kreme donuts for dessert. But anyways, I'm Alex Warmer, aka If Jumped. Thank you so much for watching. Until the end, that is it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. Now, I thought something was missing. On to the Teen Titans Go 200th episode review. What did I think of this episode? Well, stay tuned to find out. It is so goddamn quiet in here. So, the Teen Titans Go 200th episode. What did I think of the episode? Well,